but the echo should be gone now. Teehee? Maybe? Maybe? Okay, whatever. Okay, so, yes, please do let me know if there is anything, going wrong with the audio as we go through this, because I am using several programs to try and make this, like, magic happen. But, yes, so, Jeremy, would you mind just, like, telling us a little bit about yourself, your association with Mortal Kombat, and perhaps why you're interested in this movie?
Yeah, of course. I was just always a huge fan growing up of the game, obviously. I don't think my story is that much different than anybody else's. I loved the movie when I was growing up. I think I was like 12 or 11 or something like that when the movie came out. So I was just a kid, and I probably went to the theater about 4 or 5 times to see it. It was a big deal, even though it was behind the story of Mortal Kombat at the time. It was just cool to be able to see that, and then also the music. Oh, like the soundtrack for the original Mortal Kombat it transcended the game. Like, everybody was playing and doing it. So
when
it was a very cool experience.
I have to agree with you. When I was younger, like, I was totally more into the movie than I was the actual game. Like, my sister played the game, she wouldn't let me play the game, so I would watch the movie. But yes, Christopher Lambert, the special lightning effects, the fancy choreographed fighting scenes, these were all, like, major, like, drawing features for me about that original movie.
Yeah, and I love the game. I've recently come back to it after a very long time in between, and I mean, MK11 is really, really, really fun, and I have not burnt myself out on it. I think it's got a lot of potential for a long time to come too. So I think we'll be seeing more things, and hopefully we'll be getting more things in the game that we currently all own and are playing every day.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. So, you might have seen some of my later videos. They're kind of like negatively toned, like race against time is unfair, no more crypt events, how to get everything in meteor towers, aka you better be playing around the clock. So, like, really, like, I feel like there is this grand future for Mortal Kombat. I feel like they have this movie in the works. There's going to be some sort of tie-in. I feel like it's inevitable. So I feel like us taking a look at that movie is very pertinent to everything that we will experience in-game in the months to come.
Yes, and I want to start by saying just a little bit of information about the trailer itself. And the reason I want to start with that is because that's probably what most people are thinking to themselves. Where is the trailer? This movie's been talked about for years upon years. It's been teased, and it's been, it's only 2 months away from actually airing live, either on the TV or in theaters. So you have to ask yourself, why don't we have a trailer yet? At least to see, I mean, because trailers usually are set back about 6 months before a movie would come out. And, we don't have anything really. We've got 5 seconds of video. And so that's what people want. They want the trailer. They want to see everything. And they want to kind of feel for what this is going to be like. And, I have some information on this, and it's positive, but it's at the same time very concerning that we don't have it yet. It's very close to being the time when they're going to be releasing the movie. It should have already been out. The actual trailer.
I totally agree. I feel like the movie, if you're not familiar, it says that it's coming out April 16th, 2021. Like, there's a date, apparently. So normally I would have expected like a trailer to have come months ahead of time, but I really don't think they're expecting people to be going to theaters. I think they're expecting people to be watching like HBO Max, Hobo Max. Gotta get that subscription.
Yeah, I'm actually a subscriber, so like I don't have to worry about getting it, but I do enjoy me some HBO and a lot of their shows, so it's not a stretch for me.
There's Or like there's just like fancy ways of just like downloading things that, which I'll probably be taking advantage of to watch this. I don't know if I want Hobo Max. What else is on Hobo Max? Do you know, Jeremy?
There's a lot. There's too much for me to really name.
Oh.
And,
like the only HBO original that I'm familiar with is Sex in the City. Oh, I guess in Game of Thrones that was good. Okay.
And Westworld is also.
Oh my gosh, how could I forget Westworld? It's so good. Okay, so yes, I guess we have to get the Hobo Max. Everyone get it. But I know that if you're really smart about it, you can call your cable provider and negotiate like a 1 month free. Like I've gotten this a couple of times. You tell them, oh, their service is bad. The internet's not working, which is usually true. And then they're like, oh, so sorry. Here's a free month. I don't know if you've ever had that. Plus, like, my mom's old. She gets a lot of things for free. Oh boy. Okay, so like, I have here in front of me the official Warner Brothers movie Mortal Kombat website. And it's telling us, yes, in theaters and HBO Max, April 16th. So that's coming in just March, April, like 2 months. 2 months and a bit, and we'll be there. I'm excited. Okay, so let's read the synopsis, because I feel like this is something that everyone may not know. I don't even know this, so let's take a look. In Mortal Kombat, MMA fighter 噚ɗ, accustomed to taking a beating for money, is unaware of his heritage or why Outworld's Emperor Shang Tsung has sent his best warrior Sub-Zero, an otherworldly cryomancer, to hunt Cole down. Fearing for his family's safety, Cole goes in search of Sonya Blade at the direction of Jax, a special forces major who bears the same strange dragon marking Cole was born with. Ooh, dragon tattoos. It's girl with the dragon tattoo, but with Mortal Kombat. This is what I'm thinking. Soon he finds himself at the temple of Lord Raiden, an elder god and the protector of Earthrealm, who grants sanctuary to those who bear the mark. Here Cole trains with experienced warriors Liu Kang, Kung Lao, and rogue mercenary Kano as he prepares to stand with the Earth's greatest champions against the enemies of Outworld in a high-stakes battle for the universe. But will Cole be pushed hard enough to unlock his arcana, the immense power from within his soul, in time to save not only his family, but to stop Outworld once and for all? Questions. Okay, so based on that synopsis, what are you feeling is like the general tone of this movie? Do you think it's going to be like a happy-go-lucky adventure where he meets like a rascally band of like fighters? Like, or is it going to be like super serious, intense fighting, really like drama? Because it sounds like yeah. I'll let you answer. Give it to me, Jeremy.
There's really just so much to say. There's been several drafts of this script, and they've all been changed so many times that you really don't know what to believe at this point, what will happen. But this is something you can actually take to the bank. So if they've committed to 噚ɗ as the protagonist or the main character in this story of Mortal Kombat, then that's where we should probably start as far as this story goes. You're going to be following a guy who is, a washed-up MMA fighter or somebody who used to be a champion. Louis Tan, the actor who plays 噚ɗ, said this in an interview that he used to be a champion, and a lot of people have drawn parallels with Johnny Cage. They said, well, if you can just change around a few things, his story is basically like Johnny Cage. Why not just have Johnny Cage in the movie? And so there's been several different ways of them explaining this, and they've said that Johnny Cage is not ruled out for a later movie. And I don't know whether to believe that or not believe it, but there's a whole like not conspiracy theory. There's like a whole there's like a whole thing about whether he is going to actually be 噚ɗ for the entire film, or whether he actually transforms into a character that we already know.
Right. I
So
think
this is where the speculation begins.
I think you are like really correct about that idea about some sort of transformation. So I have here highlighted from the synopsis, but will Cole be pushed hard enough to unlock his arcana, the immense power from within his soul? Are you familiar with the story of MKX?
I am now, yes.
Yes, so like all of a sudden, like Cassie Cage, she's like a Pokemon and she evolves and she gets like magical powers. So I feel like this story of like transformation, getting new powers, this is something shared by Johnny, by Cassie, and now it's this Cole character as well. So it wouldn't be like surprise twist at the end of the movie, like, you know, like how they do those stingers for like those Marvel Avengers. Like, oh wow, this one's gonna be in the movie next. Like, I think they'll show like Cole glowing green, and then it'll be revealed like he's the Johnny. But then
Yeah,
it doesn't. Then it doesn't make sense because there's a Sonya and he has a family already. I don't know how that works.
And I already see comments, you know, about, you know, how it's just not going to be well received if Johnny Cage is sort of replaced. And so I think everybody knows that. He's integral to the series. He's very funny. He's, you know, just sort of the life of whatever scene he's in. So there's a lot there, and you can't just, you know, skip out on a character that's that important. But there's two major theories as to who this person, Cole Young, could possibly be. And one of them is Sub-Zero.
Let me
the
switch
other-
the picture. Oh, so sorry. Oh, yeah.
I would
Okay.
start with the other one first. But yeah, like some people think he's Johnny Cage. I originally thought that he would just be flat out Johnny Cage before I knew that they were going with this whole Cole Young narrative. But yeah, so he's actually a cage fighter, right? I mean, you know, there's sort of a similarity, but again, if you sort of line up the story of who this guy is, his backstory, it's very similar to Johnny Cage, a guy who used to be an A-list actor, a guy who used to be, you know, sort of this, you know, whatever, and he finds his way into a tournament somehow. Now, obviously, there's some differences between that canon and what this is going to be talking about, but a lot of people feel like he could become Johnny Cage. One thing that's throwing a lot of people off is, you know, why is he Asian? You know, it's really we don't know. We just
Why can't Johnny be Asian?
You know,
Why he gotta be Asian
this
though?
day and
I
age-
love it.
in this day and age, anything is possible, and so I don't want to, like, you know, I don't have any problem with him actually becoming Johnny Cage, but you know, there's a lot of other, you know, theories out there. If you're gonna do Johnny Cage, why not just make his name Johnny Cage? Wouldn't that be easier rather than making this an Easter egg hunt for a character that already exists? Why do we need a backstory about a fighter when, you know, a movie star would have done just as well, right? I mean, you know, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So I'm not 100% convinced that it's Johnny Cage, but some people are. But now that there's a new theory about him being Sub-Zero, this is where it becomes very interesting, and the people that really know Mortal Kombat lore are going to kind of geek out about this a little bit.
Okay, so this is very intriguing that he like becomes the true Sub-Zero. I think this is a better idea than him becoming Johnny Cage. Like, I do love a Johnny Cage, but I feel like someone like either Scorpion or Sub-Zero is just more integral to the lore of MK verse as well. Like, if you remember in the MK Annihilation movie, the second one, Johnny dies like at the beginning. They're like, oh, enough of Johnny, he's dead. So yeah, like, I mean, that's because like they couldn't like have the actor or something, or was that Sonya? I forget. But there was just some sort of like quick killing off of Johnny Cage there. And for me, like, when I think about the game like MK1, MK9, like the protagonist is Liu Kang. So I think like the theory that Louis Tan, Cole Young could be Johnny, maybe. I mean, like the story is very much similar in the idea that they're transforming, but I somehow like the idea that he becomes Sub-Zero more.
And this is done through a very complicated, complex process too. So if you guys are ready, I will explain to you what I've been reading.
Okay.
All right. All right. So in the original story, and again, correct me if I'm wrong. I may screw some things up here, some details, but Bihan and Hanzo are originally these two warring clans, right? In whatever realm that they're in. I believe it's Earth realm, right?
Right.
Right. So right. So this is their original character, and they're even credited as being, both characters. The person who is playing Scorpion is also credited as being Hanzo in this movie, and the same thing goes for the person who's playing Sub-Zero. Now, how is it possible to have Bihan and then also have Sub-Zero, the one that you're seeing, pretty much right now on the screen, and then also how could this guy, this new character, become Sub-Zero?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the way that this has been kind of sort of been tinkered around with is that in the actual story, Bihan kills Scorpion, or I'm sorry, Hanzo. Bihan kills Hanzo, and then in the next one, when he becomes Scorpion, he kills Bihan, right? And then so there's like this revenge story that begins, and this is like in Mortal Kombat 1 or 2, possibly 3, but when Sub-Zero dies, the person who becomes Sub-Zero is called Œİ, I believe it is. It's the younger brother of Sub-Zero, like the younger brother of Bihan.
Kuai Liang.
Quan Liang. Okay.
Kuai Liang. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm trying to follow everything that you're saying. Yes. Kuai Liang. Yes.
So right. So I mean, once Bihan is gone, and this is where I want to when you're playing this video, you'll see that like there's a scene where it almost looks like I can't remember the stage name, but it's the one where Scorpion and Sub-Zero typically fight.
Ryu Fire Garden?
That's it. Yes.
Okay.
It's right there. Yeah. I mean, I know I'm a little bit delayed, but yeah, right there.
Oh no. I'm delayed, my friend. No. I have all the echoes going on. It's all crazy. Sometimes the picture's not working. I'm delayed. No, you're lovely.
But as far as the story, it begins with this scene, and I think that it's important to know that Scorpion and Sub-Zero and their relationship, as it were, which has come full circle in Mortal Kombat 11, as you probably know. I mean, they're actually working together finally, and so it's just it's a very strange story. But I feel like they wanted to emphasize the origins of that, and so the movie starts out with Bihan and Hanzo, respectively, Sub-Zero and Scorpion going at it. And those two people who are attacking Hiro Tsunada, the actor who's playing Scorpion, in that little clip of the village being taken down. So these are people who are part of Sub-Zero's clan, if you will.
Right.
And so this is supposed to be happening about 500-600 years ago in feudal Japan.
Huh?
And so, yeah.
What? 500-600 years ago?
Yes, and you can only tell this because of the way that it's crafted on the screen, and they've also said it several different times that this is going to have a very long timeline. And so they're going to start at the beginning and go back to that initial point where Bihan and Hanzo were at it, and I'm sure that everyone. If it follows canon, then he will get killed, and then somehow he will be resurrected. But anyway, in the future, way on down the line, this. What was the name of the brother again? It was
Œiʻliang. There's Bi-Han. Yeah, Bi-Han was the original one. He killed Scorpion's Harumi. Like, oh no, my wife. And then, like, Scorpion killed Bi-Han in the tournament. And then Bi-Han came back as Noob. And then Éiʻliang comes in as Sub-Zero.
Right. And so it would make sense that Shang Tsung would tell Sub-Zero, as you see him in this trailer, that unless he kills Cole Young, who will become the
Gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah, so like what they're saying in the synopsis, there's like a bad Sub-Zero working with a Shang Tsung, right? So this is like the Bi-Han character that we would understand. And then Cole gets like revealed as like a Sub-Zero. Like the one, like Éiʻliang, the one that we like, the ones who's like nice.
I know that's extremely difficult to like parse out all those things, but it sit and think about it. It does kind of make sense.
I see. Yeah, like I understand what you're saying because like they have like Sub-Zero working with Shang Tsung, which in your mind it doesn't really sound like why would Sub-Zero, if he's a good guy, why would he be working with Shang, who's usually a bad guy? So it makes sense that that would be the one that dies and becomes Noob, and that this is the protagonist here is like a cute young Éiʻliang.
And you know what? Mortal Kombat is going to be rated R for the first time too. That's also something that's important. Like this is not going to be a movie that's designed for 10-year-olds, 12-year-olds. Like you would have seen in the 90s. The 90s movie was fun and it was sort of lighthearted and it didn't take itself desperately seriously. But I think this one is going to be a little darker and I think it's going to be for an adult audience. So I think they're going to have to step up the story. It can't be a very simplistic, we're having a tournament, everybody just happens to show up there and they fight it out for the death. It's not like that.
Right. But I feel like there needs to be a tournament. There always needs to be a tournament. That's just part of like how it is. But I feel like this scene that we keep on seeing here with the hero Yuki Sanada, this guy who was also in Westworld. Like Westworld is not like for the kiddies. So like seeing him here doing like fancy fights, which is what he is known for, makes me feel like the fight sequences that we will be seeing in the movie are going to be very like bloody, gruesome.
Exactly, and I think
not
that's
for the kids.
Why it's definitely harder to make a trailer of some of this movie if most of it's going to be very, very bloody, very gory.
Well, like, that's why we have a fancy pseudo trailer here. This is pretty good. All you need is Cole Young.
Seconds. Yeah, this is a collection of 5 seconds of revealed footage so far, and it's really not much to really give you a whole lot to go on. So, but the good thing is there's been some Easter eggs found in the last week, and I wanted to like kind of help just reveal what I've heard, what I've seen, and kind of speculate a little bit. It's always fun to speculate about these things.
Of course, I love it as well. It's so good.
All right, do you want to do the trailer, the producer's Twitter account, real quick, and then we can I can kind of explain how we can. Sort of kind of guess.
Well, let me explain who is the producer. So we have like a little IMDb page here. Like here's a picture of Todd Garner. So he's the guy that's like heading up the production of this movie, and he's done like a couple of movies in his time. You can see here, Radio Next, The One, but he also has his own website, Broken Road Productions. Was very curious to know about what he's worked on before. So he's worked on Tag, The Possession of Hannah Grace, Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse, Zookeeper Paul Blart, What? Seeing some of these movies makes me confused. Like 13 going on 30. What does that have to do with Mortal Kombat? Daddy daycare, OMG. So I'm like hoping that it's not like laughs. I'm hoping it's more like XXX Vin Diesel. That would be cool. But yes, so this is who Todd Garner is, and this is his Twitter, right?
Yeah, he's the so there's like 5 producers on this movie, but he's the #1 producer, or the PGA. That's what his title is. So if this were to win an award, and it probably won't, but if this were to win an award, he would get the recognition as the the producer for Mortal Kombat.
Oh, this is gonna get the Oscar.
2 days ago, yeah. 2 days ago, this did not say right underneath his name MKRBT0226. It said something completely different. It said his name, I believe.
This thing, MKRBT0226.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
and
okay.
What could that possibly mean? So it's pretty easy to speculate, because the only real question that fans have at this point is, when the hell are we going to see a trailer? So Mortal Kombat RB, which could either stand for reboot, or it could stand for red band, which means the kind of trailers that are red. I don't know if you've ever seen a trailer, but they come in green, where it's got that preview color.
Right.
You know, it says like for all audiences or for general audiences or whatever. Then there's a red band trailer, one that you can actually see, anything, hear anything. And I think that they're waiting for that. They want to give you the red band trailer so they can they can actually have gore and blood in the trailer. And then after that RB, there is a T, which I'm guessing is trailer, and then 0226, which I'm guessing is February 26th, the end of this month. And I knew that it would not probably be a good idea to release a movie that is not, related. They've got so many things going on at HBO right now. They would almost have to wait until March, really, to get a trailer for Mortal Kombat out, because of it's February is a celebration of Black History Month, and so it wouldn't make a lot of sense. That's why I think I said earlier to you, Dave, that it would either come out at the very, very beginning of February or at the very, very end of February. And I think so. This is kind of confirmation that we'll see a trailer probably a couple days before March.
Right. I agree. I totally agree. Yes, yes, Black History Month. Yes, Black Lives Matter. Celebrate it. Woo! Just threw that in there. But yes. Yes, MKRBT0226. So we should be looking forward towards the end of February to maybe receive something. But I have some questions, my friend.
Yes.
So this picture. It's giving me like lock and key. Like, how did you get access to this?
It is actually a locked account, and I did not personally access this. A lot of people that were followers of his, or that have followed this movie from its inception of being out there, they followed this account, and it eventually got locked down to the point where nothing could be tweeted from this account, I believe. So
but
that's
why?
what the lock is all about.
He's also got 0 followers. Like, how?
It's I know it seems ridiculous, but this is the legitimate account of Todd Garner. So
okay,
they're trying very hard to keep everything under lock and key as far as the movie is concerned. Just like with Game of Thrones, the actors were probably put to
yeah, he's a bigwig, like, no doubt about it. Like, I can understand that. Like, NDAs, gotta keep it secret, lock it down, quarantine the info. I gotcha. Okay, so then the other thing is, experience it in IMAX. What?
Well, yeah.
This is going to be in IMAX? Do you think the best experience for watching this is in IMAX?
it's not a huge hurdle anymore. It just means that the type of camera that they use supports what you could put on an IMAX screen with the dimensions that an IMAX screen provides, as well as it was recorded with the audio that allows for I believe it's 15 channel or 12 channels of sound. So that's really the difference there. But yeah, I mean, most of us are going to be able to watch it just on a regular TV. On our own home theater if you have one, or
on our iPad, on our flip phones.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay. All right. Cool. So before we continue, I just wanted to take a look at the comments. Let's see what guys are saying. Okay, so Shang Tsung is not Outworld Emperor. Cole Young is a waste of slot, says Junior Beasley. Wow. Cole Young could be Cobra. Maybe. Let's see. Joined January and has 0 followers. Yes, this is the same questions I have, Mr. Green. But yes, I believe it. I'll believe it.
Right. I'm not sure if anybody knows who Dynasty is. He's a very, very popular, YouTuber for Mortal Kombat, and
I know Dynasty with like Joan Collins and Linda Evans.
Not the 80s TV show, Dave. No, not that one.
Blake Carrington.
Very reputable source, and that's where a lot of this material comes from accounts like that. And so I just I would feel wrong if I didn't give a shout out to at least one of the sources of some of this information.
I'm not familiar. Okay, I don't know her. Okay, so super cool. Faisal says the movie's coming out April 23rd. According to the official website, it says on HBO Max April 16th. So April 16th is the date we're looking at, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Yep. Okay, so what is the next thing you wanted to move on to?
Well, so we've established the beginning, right? If we can go back to the synopsis and just kind of take it from after that first paragraph. So we know that Cole is going to be the main character. Now, he has a daughter. She's credited in the IMDb page if anybody's interested, but I don't believe she's been in a movie, so I don't think you've seen her in anything. He also has a girlfriend who they later name in that same group of text toward the end. She is not, I don't believe she plays a very big role in the film, so I don't think it's going to be, anything crazy. But he's basically got a girlfriend and a daughter, but he finds himself being attacked by Sub-Zero in Earth. I believe that it's pretty hard and fast that this is going to take place in Philadelphia. That's the city where Cole lives. You can there's a lot of cliches there, Rocky and all that, fighters coming from Philadelphia sort of a thing. But yeah, so with him leaving Earth, he is going to then travel to a place where this tournament is going to exist. But to get there, he first finds Sonya. And when he tells Sonya about, this guy that's apparently chasing him, the Sub-Zero guy, she only knows one person to, get a hold of and say, hey, like, what is going on right now? So she gets in touch with her buddy, Jax Briggs. And so at that point, they then embark on a quest to go somewhere. And they meet Kano. And Kano, in turn, takes them to another place where they meet Raiden and the other Shaolin monks. And they all begin training for this tournament. And then, once the training is commenced, they all meet in this place. And according to the legend that of what's been floating around there, sort of the thing is, like, each realm has to win 10 tournaments, right? In order to claim a throne to all of the realms. It's sort of a free for all win. and each realm has their own representatives.
Right.
And so that's where all this other stuff is going to come into play. Where the other characters, the Mortal Kombat characters, are going to come into play.
Okay, alright. So, like, they're just going to be more like featured cameos. They're not necessarily going to be, like, part of that group that Cole, Sonya are going on this adventure.
When you say they, which ones are you talking about?
So, like, Kung Lao and Liu Kang.
No, they're going to represent Earthrealm as well.
So,
okay. It's sort of like, Team Earthrealm versus Team Outworld, or Team whatever you want to call it. I wish I was more versed in the actual.
No, I got you. I got you. Two general teams. We've got Team Earthrealm, Team Outworld, the baddies, the goodies, and Liu Kang, Raiden, Kung Lao, and Sonya. They're all joining up together to fight like Shang Tsung, evil dudes. I guess Melina's gonna be evil.
Well, I just don't know. I mean, I'd love to speculate. I just don't know, and we haven't heard anything about her. I mean, just nothing. I've got no news.
Well, the lore is that Shang Tsung created her, so I would imagine that evil begets evil.
Mm-hmm. And Natara is a vampire. I imagine that she's got her own sort of interests as well. So
right,
and that she leads a team of other vampiric humans or beings.
Reiko's gonna be in the movie as well, right? He's that Nathan, or was
Jones,
that
I believe?
Yeah.
Jones.
Yeah, so he's the one who's going to be playing Reiko, so I could easily see Natara, Reiko being baddies on, like, a Team Outworld. This is...
Correct.
I could see this happening. But I guess we have to look forward to, like... Kung Lao, Liu Kang. I'm not a huge fan of Liu Kang. What is this Liu Kang business? But yes, Liu Kang, Kung Lao... Cole, Raiden. So yes, I guess we're going to be getting a lot of different characters in this movie, which I feel would lend itself to creating like a skin pack, like in a costume pack. I feel like this is lending itself to a great opportunity of selling us something, either with time crystals or with actual cash. Like, they made the classic MK movie skin pack with Raiden, Lyndon Ashby, and Bridget Sampson, whatever her name is. Wilson, yes, her. So I feel like they could be doing, like, a skin pack for, like, the more unique renditions of characters. Like, I would love to see, like, I remember, like, that picture for Katana. I would love to see her, like, in some sort of way in a skin pack in the movie. Plus, I love Katana. She always gets a skin, like a new skin. I think you can't write that out of the future. She'll probably get another DLC skin. But yeah, I'm really super excited to see how these two teams are going to interact and where each of the different characters, their allegiances are going to, like, lie. Because even on, like, the bad team, I could see, like, some characters, like Katana on the bad team, representing sort of, like, anti-hero or person with a dilemma of conscience of, like, who to be supporting in this tournament. So, like, I could see the potential for there to be, like, some, like, dramatic storytelling going on with, like, some of these characters. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if all we're going to get is Cole or if we're going to get, like, any features on these different characters.
Well, there's one little, maybe it's a spoiler, maybe it's not. So, but I did hear of a scene. It's supposed to be one of the funnier scenes in the movie, and it is about Kano bumping into Baraka at a bar. And this is while they're waiting to undergo the tournament. And so, I mean, I'm not going to tell you, like, what was said, but needless to say, Kano did not care who he was messing with, and mouthed off to Baraka, and several other Tarkatans come and sort of give him a hard time. And so I mean, you can kind of just understand, like, all right, there's all these warriors. They're just kind of just waiting there to watch this tournament of different realms fighting each other, and to see who's the best, and to see who's going to dominate all the realms. And you can kind of just picture yourself like, all right, yes, and that would mean that Baraka is completely CGI'd, which is fine. They can do amazing things with CGI now. If you don't believe that, look at Avatar and any other movie that's really that's followed that.
So you think they're gonna? So like Baraka is completely CGI?
Well, yeah. There's no credited Baraka actor, so I would imagine that CGI is definitely a possibility. And considering just how different his body is, that would be a lot of makeup, a lot of work to be put in. And I just don't see them having the money.
Aww, I feel like okay, all right, yeah. I feel like a real Baraka. That would be great. I think it's doable. Yeah. I mean, but yeah, I could see that it would cost like a lot of money to like get like the spikes, and I don't know. It's, I guess, like how do they do the spikes for Wolverine? Like, they could do it like that. That's CGI, I guess. But I guess I need a person.
Oh, absolutely.
I need a person.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, I guess we can look forward to some like light scenes in this movie. But the general overall tone is like just too gruesome, as you've indicated before, with this being a quote unquote red band trailer coming up later this month.
Yes. And you know what? I'm willing to wait a little longer for an R-rated trailer, because I just don't feel like a regular one would accurately represent what this movie is going to be about, which is mostly blood and guts. And you know what? I think that's a preference thing. Like, do you want your Mortal Kombat movies from here on out to be like more towards kids, or do you want them to be more towards based like adults? And I feel like they've chosen the second route, because there's just too many things competing for a child's, attention at this point, with all the superhero movies and anything that is rated PG-13 or has a comic book related to it. They would be going up against all those. So I think that this is more geared toward an adult audience that would actually like to enjoy seeing somebody's head get chopped off, or that. But I think that,
I mean, I think you can see that. I think you can see that just from their costumes. Like, they're not like looking to like they're in a circus. They look like they're in some sort of like like a Renaissance fair of medieval Asian fighters. Like, it does not seem like it's like that. It seems like it's very much like grounded in some sort of reality, despite the fact that there's like floating ice particles, flaming fists. It seems very much like real. That's why I was kind of surprised that they weren't doing like a real person as Baraka, or maybe they just took like the same character and put him in like a same actor, put him in a green suit.
I have no idea. We really just don't know, but
I
would only hope that we see things like that, because it'll just you don't want to leave any of these main characters out. I know that Baraka hasn't been in a majority of the games, but he's still a very important part, and I think a lot of people who are older connect with Baraka as a main character.
For sure, I love him. I love him more than Melina, I think. I do like Baraka. He's just so good. Okay, so there was like a number of these photos that you've labeled Kenshi. What is this?
All right, so in this video that you're watching right now...
let's put it back. There we go. Let's put it...
Okay. In this video, you see Sonya is pointing at something. Well, in the background, I did put... Yeah, there's the picture. So that is a wall full of stuff in the background. And someone did a very, very, very close-up, look at it, and they believe that it's Kenshi. Now, I magnified it by 800%, and I, sent you one of those as well. It looks very strange, but it's the darkest picture back there.
Oh, let me open it. Oops. There, oh no, that's not it. Whoops.
I believe it's Kenshi 3 is I believe it is.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Here we go. Woo. Yes. It looks ghostly.
All right. So, and then if you go to the Kenshi 2, you can kind of contrast that, but there's sort of that area where like the headband, you know, the you know.
So you think
the red headband is coming over? Yeah.
So you think like the scary photo, the one that's like this like red and yellow, you think this thing that is Kenshi? I mean, yeah, maybe.
Right. I'm here to relay rumors and things that people have caught and said that, look, there's really only one thing that this could be, and I'm sitting there saying, well, I don't know how you see it, but I mean, they do. There's a lot of people out there that actually see a picture of Kenshi inside this thing, and they actually...
It looks like a Rorschach like ink blot test in yellow and orange, or like demonic.
This is some kind of Keanu Reeves picture. There's one of him in, I believe, MKX. That was a more actual representative picture of what was back there. But at any rate, I mean, he's probably not going to be in this movie. He's probably going to be down the line, or you know.
Or it could be the face of Jesus from the Shroud of Turin.
We just don't know. But there's so many people talking about different things, and again, we're sitting here. We squeezed 5 seconds of footage into a 50-minute conversation.
Oops.
So it just shows you like you can really.
I feel like what we're talking about is more grounded in reality as opposed to this thing. Yeah, it looks kind of frightful. And I feel like if they haven't like credited like a Kenshi, should we expect Kenshi? But I guess it makes sense because like this picture is like demonic, and Kenshi is supposed to be able to summon like some ancestral demon to protect him. So maybe that's the demon.
I can only guess. I hope that it is Kenshi because he's such a popular character, and wouldn't it be nice for him to be in Mortal Kombat 11?
I like Jade.
I really enjoyed him.
I would like him.
Well, we know you like Jade.
I would like more Jade. Yes, okay, very cool, very interesting. Yeah, I don't know if that's Kenshi, but I think we can look forward to like all sorts of like cameos and things like this. They have like all sorts of people listed here on this like huge cast list.
Right. We've been over most of those. If anybody's seen the first video that we did of looking through the characters of Mortal Kombat, we covered almost all those. There's only maybe a few new names, and they're very small characters. So that Matilda Kimber toward the bottom is Emily Young. That's
the little girl.
Cole Young's daughter, correct.
The little girl,
then,
yeah.
They make mention of an actress who plays Cole's either his wife or his ex-wife or something, but
yeah, there's Laura Brent as Allison Young.
Yes, there you go. And then she's not even on the IMDb, so I don't know if this is just a really poor job of updating the material, or if they just really don't care. Like at this point,
I mean, people get busy, Jerry. Things are happening. I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt that maybe they're just waiting to update the IMDb page just sometime soon. I love that my ads are telling me to buy San Pellegrino. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so yes, a Sissy Stranger. Yes, this is the one I wanted to look at. She looks so pretty too. I would love to see like Melina, like her rendition of Melina. So I think this is one of the things that I'm most excited for, as well, to see how crazy she's gonna be. Because Melina is supposed to be sort of like that unhinged character who's just maniacal. So I'm hoping that she does portray that as well. But where's Jade? I need Jade. They need to have Jade as some sort of cameo. Rambo! They should have Rambo in this.
No. Leave Sylvester Stallone alone. He's like 90 years old right now.
They could just have Rambo and Terminator, like they could be like playing the game and it would be Terminator versus Rambo in the game. I would love that. Like the little girl, she's playing MK11 or something. That would be good. So this is the little girl. I don't think we looked at her in the other video. So what has she done? What does she do? Nothing. Nothing apparently.
I don't think she's done anything yet.
Yeah, nothing apparently.
She's in a lot of group photos with the cast, so she must be just a delightful person.
She looks so
really
cute.
All I have to say. I don't know anything about her.
So cute and eensy little girl. Okay, I'm sure she'll play like a cute little role. Maybe someone will kidnap her. That's what little children do in these kinds of movies. They get kidnapped, and then they get ransomed, and then the parents go save them. Oh wait,
is it? You also have to look at the theory that Œİ is Johnny. He's got a daughter, right? So I mean, it kind of would conflict with the whole, hey, this is Cassie, being young, because I mean he hasn't even had, he just now is meeting Sonya, so it wouldn't make any sense that he's actually Johnny Cage. So that's why that whole thing makes less and less sense.
Yeah,
These
rumors sound really kooky, but I like the way that you explained the one about Sub-Zero. I believe that a little bit more than this Johnny Cage one.
Right.
Because of how you explained it, it makes sense. Bihan is the noob, he's bad, and then 噚ț̃ă̈rî mega evolves into whatever. Sub-Zero. Nice one. Good Sub-Zero. I can see that. It makes sense.
Sub-Zero, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just start calling him instead of the actual brother's name. I'm just going to say good Sub-Zero, bad Sub-Zero.
Yeah, 콴õռռ. I used to have a friend in my middle school. His name was Kwok Chang, and he was real good at maths, so we used to call him the Quackulator.
Shout out to the Quackulator. We know you're out there.
Oh boy. Okay. Yes, was there anything that we kind of missed? Anything that you wanted to cover before we bid people adieu?
Unfortunately, yeah, we're just gonna have to come back. Hopefully, we're right about the 28th. So yeah, we can have more information and have a whole slew of things to talk about once the trailer is dropped. Hopefully on the 28th of February this month.
Oh, wow. Okay. So let's take a look at the comments. Let's see what people are saying. Joel, weird they have Melina, but no Katana. I'm pretty sure they have Katana. Katana is gonna be this chick. The really pretty girl. Let's see if we can find her. What's her name?
Melanie Jornsson, or Jordan.
Yeah. I don't know. They have her here as this, but I think Katana is gonna be portraying Katana, which will be nice. Okay, so let's take a look here. That strange one, Bridget Wilson Sampras. Okay, thank you for letting me know her name. Let's see what else. Also, Kira too, Lee May or Ashra. They want some more people too in this movie. Do you know who Lee May is, Jeremy?
Not the individual name, but do they have a character name and stuff?
Yeah, Lee May is one of the lesser used characters in Mortal Kombat, just in general. Okay, so yes, okay, so I'm just taking a look here. What if 噚ț̃ă̈rî becomes the character you play as in the crypt? Says Darkside. OMG.
Well,
OMG.
Then we know his ultimate fate, because in Aftermath it shows that guy that you're using to go running around in the crypt. It shows him being pulled apart by a death trap when Shang Tsung is walking through it with I can't remember who was with him in the scene, but if you slow it down, you see that the guy that we're all using to go through the crypt is actually died in that trap.
Oh boy, okay. Yeah. So wow, yes, I like that the crypt is getting featured in the movie. Great. Yes. Okay. Joel says, I think they will tailor towards the fan faves though. Serena and Nitara have a following. Not sure about Lei Mei or Ashra or Kira are as being as popular. Yes, I agree, Joel. I don't think these characters are kind of well known. Ashra was in one game or two games. Same goes for Lee May and Kira. Yeah, yeah, no, I don't know about these things. Okay, so from MK Deadly Alliance. Oh, okay, yes. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Junior, I'd be down for that final pack. Junior would like a pack for Combat Pack 3, including Havoc, Smoke, Ermac, Serena, Nitara. So, Jeremy, who would you like to see in a Combat Pack 3?
I gotta be honest, like, I would love to see anybody, but I really like Kenshi, and I also like Smoke. If I had to pick between two of the ninjas, I would say I'd rather have Smoke than Reptile. That has nothing to do with anything other than I just think Smoke is a better contrast as far as the ninjas are concerned.
Yes, Kenshi is very lovely. I think he would be a great addition to the game, although I would rather see Takeda. He's from MKX. He's Kenshi's, like, son. Or if they had, like, the duo, that would be pretty cool, too. I feel if they do a Combat Pack 3, they really need to be thinking about adding 6 characters.
Definitely.
6 characters, I think, would be the way to go. Half of them they already have. Sector, Cyrax, Chronica. These are all...
I'm glad you brought Cyrax up. That is a character that I would love to see. The problem is, if they make him as slow as RoboCop, I would rather just them not include him.
Oh, it doesn't matter what character. It doesn't matter what character it is.
Fast Cyrax.
I'm just gonna be throwing, like, projectiles. I'll throw Cyrax nets all day. It doesn't matter if he can't move, because I'll throw a net.
I love the nets, love the bombs, love all of it.
Yeah, nets and bombs, those are fun. I feel like 3 of those are already decided. I really feel that they need to have some sort of movie tie-in. So if Cole Young turns into, like, a different character, I think they should maybe incorporate this different character. But if not, then I want Smoke, Ermac, Reptile. That's easy. Smoke, Ermac, Reptile, Sector, Cyrax, Chronica. Easy peasy. I think they can do that. They already have lots of ninja models in the game. Shouldn't be too hard to palette swap it. Right? Right?
Don't give them any ideas, Dave.
Right? They'll take all the time crystal bundles and palette swap those too. I mean, that's what they do. That's the trend. Okay, so let's see. And just make sure that I'm not missing anything. Okay, good. Yes. All right. So did I give you your intro? Did I do that?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Okay. So we're gonna have like an outro for, like, Jeremy. Thank you so much, my brother, for making this podcast live stream thing with me. Thank you.
I'm just like all of the rest of you guys. I'm waiting for the trailer myself so we can really talk about all this stuff and have more to talk about, you know, very concrete things. We just have to wait until the 26th, and we should be set.
Okay, so to commemorate you, Rambo, we're gonna do this. Heal one-shot towers whenever there's trouble. Rambo is there. Ram, a real American hero. Rambo is there. Yay! Love you, Rambo. Thank you, Jeremy, for helping me make this video. None of it would be possible without you. But I would also like to say, like, thank you so much for everyone that has joined along for this video. God bless you. Thank you for taking time out of your crazy week to join me for these videos. If you're not subscribed, please do this. I think I'm already subscribed to myself. Yes, subscribe. That would be super cool. Likes, comments, those are also cool. Check out my Twitter and Twitch. We're dual streaming this right now, so Twitch looks completely different than it does on YouTube. But Twitch is also making this possible. We are working on a Discord. Hopefully I'll have that sometime soon. Also, consider joining the Members Club, because yes, you get yourself access to all sorts of fancy secrets. in the members club, there's all sorts of secret posts, secret videos, secret group chat. Yes, absolutely lovely that we can be talking together. But when you do join the members club, you're entitled to like a sing song. So I'm going to be giving you something. Okay, so let's see. Oh boy. Okay. Okay, you'll know this, Jeremy, I think, because like I think you. Well, okay, whatever. Sparring with Marky and beating those towers. Vasco checking meteors every hour. Ryan and Truly Carry are my rabbits. Ewan should know that Jade is a bad bitch. Jax has a big gun and Joel uses Shang Tsung. But my choice is Jade 'cause her pole is well hung. Jeremy and Rambo have broken the game, but I still love zoning with my dear Jade. Roscoe is using all of the augments. Queen Melina's teleporting. You like my build? Gee, thanks, I made it. If it's in the game, I want it. I got it. Alan is part of my destiny. Ragnar be giving me that mercy. Cider Mike likes to fight. The way he mixing it up on me. I don't mean to ask, but I be like, where's Mr. Krabs? Yeah. When you see them bugs, Devora's going for grabs. Yeah. Shoot, Jonesy run towers on loop. He's so dreaded to boot, so give me the loot. Sean likes to run towers too. Nothing but points when we shoot. Look at Air Green, he on the switch. Terrence, please send me a message. Fire Atomic, my newest rabbit. Please don't forget that Jade's a bad bitch. I want it, I got it. I want it, I got it. I want it, I got it. I want it, I got it. You like my build? Gee, thanks, I made it. If it's in the game, I want it, I got it. Do you like that, Jeremy? You get live performance.
I know. I feel like I'm like in Las Vegas right now, like watching Celine Dion perform.
OMG, it's Britney barely moving, eating Cheetos.
The very beginning part of that song, sounds like these are a few of my favorite things.
Yeah.
You know, the Christmas song. It throws me off.
It's Julie. No, what? It's a Christmas song. No, it's Sound of Music. Julie Andrews. That's what she sings. It's my favorite things. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I did not know.
It's from
Christmas song for some reason.
I think. Well, yeah, they do play it at Christmas time, but yeah, I don't know. It's I more associate like that whole entire musical aspect. Nazis running away from Germany, going over the hill. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Ah. That's the musical. Okay, anyways. Okay, so, really, thank you again for joining along. We do follow the movies, but we also have all of these fancy playlists. Do check out my AI and augmented builds playlist. Lots of things to learn there for every character. But yes, I'm praying for you guys to get those easy victories in Combat League, and I hope that all of the loot that you want is just yours. I hope that you get it. But until next time, please